Hi everybody, I hope you're ready for day 3 of Eerie Elementary School Freezes Over. If you will remember from yesterday, Sam and Antonio and Lucy are trying to find the teacher's lounge so that they can turn the heat up in the school. Now, Orson Eerie doesn't want that to happen, and he has flooded the school. He has a sprinkler coming down and has attacked Antonio, and now Antonio's in the bathroom. And Sam and Lucy are trying to free him. We're going to start with Frozen, chapter 5. Sam sprinted toward the bathroom door. "Come on, Lucy," he shouted. Lucy scooped up Antonio's phone and ran after Sam. Together they tugged on the knob, but the door wouldn't open. "We're coming, Antonio," Sam yelled through the door. Lucy looked around, then exclaimed, "Let's grab a tool from Mr. Nakobe's supply closet. It's just down the hall." Sam and Lucy's shoes splish-splashed as they raced down the dark, wet hallway. Lucy yanked open the closet, and both friends rushed inside. "A hammer," Sam said, grabbing the tool. "This should work." Seconds later, they were back at the bathroom. They could hear Antonio calling for help. "Hang on, Antonio," Lucy shouted. Sam banged the hammer on the doorknob. The third time he swung, there was a loud crack. The knob broke. Sam and Lucy pushed open the door. With horror, they saw that Antonio's feet were frozen to the floor. The water had turned to ice. Worst of all, the sprinkler was back up in the ceiling, spraying water. Gallons of freezing cold water rained down. It was like there was a huge rainstorm inside the bathroom. Lucy quickly leapt up to a chair near the door. She stuck out her hand and hoisted Sam up. Ice water pooled beneath them. Antonio's hair and eyebrows were turning to ice. "I can't move," he said. His teeth were chattering. "I'm stuck." Sam had never seen Antonio look so scared. He was shivering, and his eyes were tiny slits. Sam knew that Eerie Elementary was a living, breathing monster. To stay alive, it must eat. That meant... "Oh no," Sam whispered to Lucy. "Eerie Elementary is turning Antonio into a popsicle. An ice popsicle to chomp on." Chapter 6 is called Icicle Alley. Sam and Lucy watched in horror as their friend continued to freeze. Antonio couldn't move his feet or legs. The ice held him tight. "Don't worry, buddy," Sam said. "We'll get you out of here." "How?" asked Antonio. "We'll think of something," Lucy replied. Antonio looked his friends in the eyes. No, he said. "Orson Eerie is trying to distract you from the real mission, getting to the teacher's lounge. So go. If you turn the heat back on, you'll stop Orson from returning. That will save everyone, even me." Sam's mind raced. "Yes, we need to get to the teacher's lounge, but we can't leave Antonio behind." Lucy said what Sam was thinking. "No way, Antonio. First we'll get you free, then we'll head to the teacher's lounge. It will take all 3 of us to defeat Orson." Sam tried to remain calm. "So," he said, "how do we free Antonio?" Antonio's eyes lit up. "I have an idea. My science fair project taught me that salt slows down the freezing temperature of water." "So we need salt," Lucy said, "and a lot of it." "I'll run to the kitchen," Sam said. "There could be another trap," said Lucy. "I'm going with you." "Okay," Sam replied. "Antonio, don't worry. We won't be long." "You better not be," Antonio said. If Sam and Lucy didn't hurry, he'd soon be frozen solid. Sam set the hammer down on the sink. An instant later, he and Lucy were both racing toward the kitchen. The temperature continued to drop. Snow swirled through the open windows, and wind whipped down the hallway. Slushy water was up to their ankles, and it was rising fast. Sam felt like they were running through a hurricane. Oh, Lucy groaned as they dashed around the corner. Nothing ruins a day like wet socks. Sam shook his head. That's not true. Orson Eerie ruins a day worse than anything. He could see his breath in the air. It was thick, like smoke. Sam slipped. Lucy grabbed him just before he plunged into the water. Working together, they kept each other from falling. Finally, they came to the lunchroom. It isn't going to be easy to reach the kitchen, Lucy said as she stood in the doorway. The lunchroom was dark, and strange shadows seemed to dance on the walls and across the wet floor. Water dripped from the sprinklers and through the ceiling tiles. Jagged icicles hung from the room's high ceiling. It was like the ceiling was covered with giant spikes. Sam and Lucy could see the kitchen door along the far wall, but getting there seemed impossible. Sam gulped. Oh man, I wish we didn't have to cross the lunchroom. But it's the only way to save Antonio. The two friends stepped inside. Long lunch tables filled the room. We'll have to run for it, Lucy said. Ready? Sam asked. Lucy nodded. Then let's go, Sam shouted. They sprinted through the lunchroom. The walls shrieked and moaned. The floors were turning to ice. Every slippery step they took seemed to make the school angrier. They were halfway to the kitchen when smash! Oh no, Lucy yelled. Sam eyed the spike-covered ceiling. Icicles were beginning to fall. Now, how do you think Antonio and Lucy will get through the lunchroom with all of those spikes falling? Chapter 7 is called Turning the Tables. See you tomorrow.